Whew. Sorry about that. Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is Chaos-Reighn. I have been requested by a friend slash subscriber to make a new guide with Syndicate. Well, wow, sorry, big hit. So I am going to basically go over with you um, what to look for, what you're going to do, how you're going to roll your watchstones step by step, and then I'm going to do a couple of maps to explain what you're looking for and why. Now, before I do this, before I do anything major, I'm going to show you the watchstones and what you're looking for as far as in what area, and in case you want to learn how to farm them, I can refer to a recent video. But for now, we are in Standard because Standard I have the most missions. I used all of mine in League and didn't get very lucky, but I did get a really good pair of gloves made, which I am super stoked about. But so let's see. First things first, you're going to notice if I go over here, we're only Awakener 6, and I've explained to this before. I chose to be Awakener 6 because I do not want a couple of things to happen. One, I want to be able to run my Cyrus real quick. Two, the only real difference between Awakener 6, 5, and 8 and 9 is the fact that 8 and 9 drop a Savior, and Cyrus is extremely longer. Longer meaning he has more health. Now I can burst him down regardless of what Awakener he's on, but the phases in between are literally instant, and then I just kill him instantly when he's Awakener 6, so I decided to do that. And when I was testing, I would say I got about 3 Awaken Gems in a total of 20 Cyrus runs on Awakener 9. Now I did the same exact test on Awakener 6, and I actually got 4. It's RNG, it's luck, but it's also not that good considering there are people who get one every other Cyrus or something like that. I also got an Awakener Orb, so you can still drop Awakener Orbs on the lower tiers. The only difference is you're not going to get a Savior, which, who cares? So, aside from that, we're going to go to our Valdo's Rest. If we go down into our Valdo's Rest, and we come over here and click it, can we click it? Open Passive Tree. Hold on, let me try this again. Open Passive Tree. We're going to look at a couple of nodes. First is Gut Instinct. Gut Instinct is huge. Defeated Immortal Syndicate members in areas grant 5 intelligence for the current encounter safe house if not interrogated. So, this is massive. What this means is if you do anything that isn't interrogation, let's say you bargain, let's say you execute, let's say you do anything, but these guys come and they're an extra encounter not for your safe house, they're still going to give you 5 intelligence for your safe house just by being there and just by not being interrogated. So if you're leveling them up and doing whatever else, you just get free 5 intelligence. Also, this means when you execute your members, they will give you 5 intelligence to their safe house, which will make it even faster to run. Next, we go over here and we look for Test of Loyalty. Mortal Syndicate members executed have a 100% chance to gain an additional rank. This basically says they will get 2 ranks, so they will go from 1 to 3 to rank 3 immediately upon executing them. Alternatively, they will go from 0 to 2 if they don't have any rank. You will see this as an example shortly. Now we're going to go over the watchstones. So the watchstones I have are Syndicate's Titanium Valdo Rest watchstones. Now I spent the time and I rolled 4 tier 1s. This is hard to do. You can get away with tier 2s. The tier 1s was just because I had the currency, and lastly, again, I decided to dump it all in rolling these and running June. So, rolling 4 tier 1s gives you a couple of options. Or gives you a couple of good nuances. The first thing you're going to notice is right here it says 8% more times 4 with the, if we go over here to the middle of our atlas, I think it's not spec'd, right? No, it's spec'd. 25% increase effect of our watchstone modifiers, which for us, pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, I love it. And 25% increase effect means I get about 10% per. So that's a roughly either a 40% chance to encounter one additional, or these can each proc individually. Meaning if you were to encounter 3 and each one of these were to proc, you would encounter 7 enemies. I've done this before and had a whole list of things, and it was massive. It really helps streamline your farming Syndicate. So next, I'm going to go over what you're looking for. Well, as you've probably heard by now, this is pretty late in League, so if you haven't heard, or if you're just starting, then that's cool too. There is a couple of things people like, one of the main ones being Iceling. Iceling slams are, as of now in Standard, 7 exalts, in League, 4 exalts. This is huge. This means just by running June missions and knowing what you're doing, you will get it. Now, I'm going to go into my safe house in my Syndicate and show you what I have. If you see, we have no Iceling. We have nothing really great. No one that's like going to pop out at you, right? So this is good and bad. Well, it's good because now we can just run our Katarina and continue on. It's bad because Iceling isn't here, and we're not going to get an Iceling slam, even if we wanted to. Now, what we can do is we can see who the mysterious person in fortification or transportation is, but I know who was in research because when I was farming earlier, I got to see the name of who was being allied with who, and it was him. So there's no real point in me trying to risk a one of. On top of it, we don't have Varisi, which is another huge one. Varisi gives you white sockets. When you kill Katarina and he's rank 3, it's a chance from 1 to 6 white sockets on an item. So Hillock is also a huge one. Hillock also gives you 30 quality when you kill Katarina. 30 quality to weapons or armors depending on the house he is in. Transportation, Hillock 3 stars will give you 30 quality to a weapon. Fortification, as it sounds like, fortification armor, Hillock at 3 stars will give you 30 quality to an armor. Now, armor includes armor, body armor, helmet, gloves, and boots, if you're not fully aware of, exactly what you're looking for. Now, I'm pretty sure it doesn't work on shields. I could be wrong. I think shields is the weapon one. I don't know. It's a weird niche thing for shields. I know a lot about the game, but there's a couple of things. I don't use shields, so anyway, I use bows and arrows. That's my forte. Anyway, so now we're going to kind of show you what it looks like to complete a Katarina. When I will warn you, I'm probably going to die a couple of times. This is my squishy character. I don't feel like switching to my tanky character. I might, but we'll see. I don't think I care enough. So let's go ahead and run Katarina and give you a good look on what you're going to look at when running her and why you're going to do the things you want to do, so on and so forth. So, on top of already having the normal things for running Katarina, which is the upgrading of your breach stones, which I'll get into later. That's it's not as important now because you only get 2 benches. It used to be 6. The 6 white sockets up to from Varici, which isn't relevant to us because we don't have Varici. The Iceling Slam, which again isn't relevant to us because we don't have Iceling. And the 30 quality benches. There's also a big loophole of stuff you can get by running Katarina. First and foremost, every single enemy that is 3 stars in the very last house that is Undercat Arena will give you scarabs. If they're 3 stars, you'll also get a winged scarab to go on with every other scarab you get. So on top of all that, you also have any of the drops and any of the trials and anything like that. It's like pick an item. It's like a bunch of stuff. A Kadiro comes in, all kinds of stuff that shows up. And when you'll see here shortly exactly what I'm talking about. Now, if I die a couple of times, I'll switch to my bleed bow, and it'll be embarrassing a bit, but I know my character is squishy. You know my character is squishy. Speaking of almost dying, it's a glass cannon. It's literally what it's meant to be. Is super squishy, kill things fast, get it on. Yeah. Shut up, Katarina. Now, as you see, I have my volume off, and I have that off because I've had a complaint before that you couldn't really hear the tutorial or what I'm saying while I am, while the volume and they're talking, it's kind of distracting or whatever they said. So I decided from then on, I'll just play without volume. It's not a big deal for me. I don't really care. I'm having fun regardless, and making content is fun for me as well. So it's all good. Alrighty then. Defeat Katarina. Okay. So Katarina, if you've never fought her, she always has 4 phases and kind of mini phases in between them. The first phase you just shoot her. Or shoot her, whack her, whatever your build is. After you get her to a certain health threshold, she'll stop, she'll summon one of her friends, and you have to kill her friends. After you kill her friend, you then have to go into like a square, which is going to be right here, and you'll have to do it. But before doing that, she'll become attackable again, and you have to hit her a little bit because she's healed up now. She's an immortal. She sacrificed the life of her ally to become, wada 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 yada yada. Lore, yeah, Okay, you have to be careful because she likes to teleport on you. Alright, so unfortunately, we got killed while we were doing that. It takes a little bit of time to channel it, and if you're not careful or you leave, it'll reset the timer. I'm a squishy character as well with 2900 HP, so there is a little bit of a problem with doing this kind of little, farming method. Not farming, a little bit of problem with doing Katirina on that much HP. You have to be extremely careful. Now, like I said, I will switch to my bleed bow and just literally one-shot her every single time and basically laugh at her in the fight if I need to. But I don't really need to... Oh, maybe I do. Oof. All famous last words, right, guys? Alright. Yeah, that was kind of interesting because there was nothing on screen that should have hit me, and we got hit by that nothing. So we're gonna switch to bleed bow just so you guys can kind of see this real quick. Should have probably started with bleed bow and just got it over with, but I'm stubborn. I like my speedy character, so sue me. Now, aside from all of the things I've mentioned, aside from the loot, aside from everything like that, there is one more thing you can look forward to for Katarina, and we're gonna basically go over a list of a couple of items. One of them is going to be the Devouring Diadem. Devouring Diadem is a very good item. It is used in a lot of builds, and if you run lab like I run lab, you end up enchanting it and selling those enchanted diadems for about 6x, whereas the helmet itself is only 40c. On top of which, there is also the excuse me. There's also the whole fact of getting the Cane of Quillimac, I believe it's what it's called. Quillimac. Anyway, it's a pretty cool cane. You can unveil it, and the unveiled modifiers are doubled, or almost doubled, pretty much. Alright, sorry, I'm just trying to kill everyone and not worry about it. Fight's easy enough for me, but I still have to be a little careful if I'm doing this, so let's charge up. Oh, she moved. Okay, so now we go over here. Oh, it looks like my alarm is set off. I gotta be taking care of that shortly. So now we phase Katarina again. Goes into her like 5th or 6th phase. Turn that off. Alright. There we are. So now we just go over here. We kill this guy real quick. He's pretty useless. Wait for her to come out. Then we can literally just shoot her once. Bam. Boom. Done. She's gonna phase. Doesn't look like we got our increased damage. Oh, we did. Okay. So she's phased. Now we step into a circle. Be careful not to die. She's gonna try and teleport slam us. Bam. Okay. Charge up. Shoot. Bleed. And walk away. She's immediately phased. And this is basically bleed bow in a nutshell. It's not instant, I'm not bursting, but I'm damage over time and enough of it that I just kind of wreck things, so. Alright, and that is Katarina. So now let's see what she drops us, and then we can get into our first look at what we're doing. Boom. What do we get? What do we get? We get another one of the circlets. Unfortunate. Thankfully, she also drops scarabs, so that kind of helps you through your through your ventures. But now, let's see what we get. We got a couple of lion cards, a whole set it looks like. Chinese trial. We can craft. What is this? Upgrade an armor pieces quality to 30%. Well, we don't really have a whole lot we want to upgrade. We're just going to put it on our helm, and we're done. Cool. Easy enough. Let's see here. There you go. Gilded and winged cartography. This is a take one item stash. I'm not going to take an item. I don't care. I don't want to take an item. Go away. Some essences. Is there another chest? No. Sure. We'll take this weird item here. Somehow I unequipped my bottled faith. There we go. And look, Katirina showed up. What does he have? He has a level 20 ice shot. And Piranha Squints. Alright, so as you see, this is what a safe house looks like. There's a bunch of loot, a bunch of chests you open. You get one item off of Katirina. The item is oh, Winged Harbinger Scarab. Woo! That's like a 2x, I think. 1x on standard right now. They're 1x in League, I know that. Let's see, we have Aspect of the Cat Staff and Aspect of the Avian Armor. We'll get the cat. We don't really care about Avian. Got a Reliquary Scarab. That's cool. We got Sulfite Scarabs. That's cool. And we got a Winged Legion. Okay, so just in our inventory, we're sitting at, this is about an X. This is about 2x. That's like 3 exalts just in Scarabs. Then... so, that's not including everything else we found. So, oh, forgot that one. Sorry. Cartography is only like 80C. But yeah, it's like 3x in wing scarabs. And on top of that, we got maybe an X or 2 in the other scarabs. So you get roughly a decent chunk of currency back. Well, not back. You're not really investing too much in it. But yeah, you get a bunch of currency from doing this, and it's literally free. It's literally like you're going to use your missions anyway. Why not do it? So, let's see. Now that I did my Katirina... Sorry, I'm having a bit of an issue right now. Okay. Everything's stored. Let's go back to town. Alrighty then. So, that will be it for this first part 1 of my new How to Deal with the Syndicate series. There are a couple of people that I need to go over eventually. I need to look up who it is, but one of the people drops veiled chaos orbs out of their chest, and I believe it doesn't matter what tier they are. It could be if they're rank 4, they're, you know, even better. I don't know for sure. But if we go back into our mastermind, or into our thing, now our board's reset. We don't know who anyone is. We don't know where they are. We don't know what's going on. And what we're going to do from here on this next part of our video, is we're going to explain to you, you know, who we have, what we're doing, so on and so forth, to get you kind of a understanding of how to run the Syndicate. Now, you saw the results of the Syndicate, what you're looking for at the end. I haven't shown you how to run and why you want to run it, for certain things yet. I will. Just give me a bit of time, and I will make this series just like my one from last league, and kind of give you a breakdown on how to farm each and every single thing in, well, this. So, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. I know this video was a little long, and I did have to switch characters. It happens, but I do appreciate the patronage, and it makes me, it's great. It's great having a following and a bunch of people who do follow my content. And if you do have any kind of questions, leave me a message on YouTube, or if you know me on PlayStation, send me a message there. I am speaking from, again, PlayStation. As you see, the whole X to examine thing, you know, that's not what PC has. If you want to know anything about the PS like playstyle, market, anything like that, I will be glad to run over it with you and, you know, get you some help. But yeah, take it easy, everyone. Have a good one. Like always, this is Chaos-Reighn.